Alright ladies, here's the question for you. Do you think that as a woman, you should know how to flirt with a man? Do you think that learning to become seductive with your energy, words and behavior would make you more attractive to the man that you like? As a coach, something that I noticed in my practice is that many of you don't know how to find the right balance when it comes to flirting, because here's the thing. Flirting is about creating a spark between you and him, right? So if you don't use it, then the chemistry will be weak. But if you overdo it, then you'll end up attracting men that just want to sleep with you. Also, something that's happening in today's world is that we men are becoming increasingly cautious about approaching women. And it's not necessarily because we're shy, but rather, many of us have a genuine concern about things like lawsuits for harassment, misinterpretations, and the fear of being labeled as a creep. So one of the best ways to fix this is if you beautiful ladies create a comfortable space, allowing him to feel safer in expressing his interest. And this is when a subtle, flirtatious interaction can create curiosity and captivate his imagination, leaving him wanting more. Therefore, if you're ready to improve your flirting skills, stick around because today I'll be sharing some interesting ways that you should try. So let's begin. Alright, beautiful. Let's start with a tactic that can truly leave a lasting impression, and that is being the first to end the conversation. When it comes to flirting, wrapping things up before he does can be a game changer. And why, you may ask? Because it introduces an element of mystery. And as we know, I always talk about this, right? Mystery has a way of keeping things exciting. So picture this scenario. Let's say that you're engaged in a captivating conversation with him, and instead of waiting for him to end it, you gracefully bring it to a close. You say, hey, I've really enjoyed our talk, but I have a long day ahead, so let's continue the conversation tomorrow, okay? By doing this, you're leaving him wanting more, creating a sense of anticipation for the next time that you connect. And I get it, all right, beautiful. It's not always easy to end the conversation when you're having a great time, okay? However, remember that the goal here is to keep him intrigued. That being said, the question that many of you always ask me is, well, Ismail, what if he loses interest because I ended the conversation too soon? And I love this question because what this means is if you see that a man loses interest because you have strong boundaries about your time and schedule, that means that guy is not really into you. And he would have wasted months and even years of your life. So whenever you see a man walk away that easily, thank God, for removing him out of your life. And I'll go even further and tell you that, when you're first getting to know him, never let a phone conversation stretch for more than 30 minutes, I tested this. This is not just me giving you my personal opinion. I have tested this with many of my clients, and 30 minutes is kind of like the perfect window to leave him yearning for more. This not only establishes the boundaries, but also ensures that if he's truly interested, he'll be counting down the minutes until your next interaction. Another tip that adds a personal touch to your interactions is using his name when you talk to him. When you use someone's name, it's like giving them a little nod, acknowledging their presence. Also, people's names is usually their favorite word to hear. There's a bunch of psychological studies showing this. And imagine the difference if you tell me, oh, you're an interesting man, or if you say, you're an interesting man, Ismail. This not only personalizes the interaction, but also communicates to me that I have your undivided attention. Besides, using someone's name can also create a sense of intimacy, of closeness, and can contribute to a romantic or playful atmosphere. Now, a word of caution. Moderation is key, While using his name, let's say, adds a pleasant touch, you don't want to go overboard and turn into like a name dropping festival. It's not necessary to insert his name in every other sentence. That is just going to sound unnatural. Now, assuming that the atmosphere is right, and there's a palpable connection between you two, introducing light touches can elevate the flirtatious energy, And let me give you this tip that works amazingly well. Let's say that you two are having a conversation, and then in a playful manner, you ask him to read the palm of his hand, Because, this is one of your favorite hobbies and you like to look at his future, And now, as your hands are touching, be delicate and gentle with your movements. And then you're going to look at his palm and create even more mystery by saying something like, interesting. Yeah, I like what I see. Thank you. And you give him back his hand, right? And then he's going to ask you, but okay, what did he say? Like, I want to know, you didn't tell me. And, you know, at that moment, just make something up, all right? You know, turn that into a playful moment and don't overthink it, ladies. A lot of the times you want me to give you a script exactly what to say. Just go with the flow. You're not a palm reading expert. Just have fun with it. That's the whole point. But I'll give you a simpler alternative, okay, if you don't want to do the palm reading. And that is if you say that he has something in his hair, okay, and use an excuse for just a gentle brush to remove it. And that delicate touch, you know, that you say, oh, you got something in your hair, let me take it off, right? That is going to create a lot of tension. If there's any sign of discomfort, just gracefully pull back, okay? The last thing that you want to do is just make someone feel uneasy. But I guarantee you, I don't know if you know, but men love being touched. So I don't know, I've never seen a man becoming too uncomfortable with these. So just keep this in mind, because this can amplify the chemistry between you two. For number 4, let me share a fascinating strategy that never fails, okay? And that is the triangle method. And here's how it works, okay? I'm gonna show you a video, but let me explain it to you really quick. You start by focusing on one of his eyes, okay? It doesn't matter which one, the left one or the right one. And the key is to maintain that gaze for a brief second or two. And then what you're going to do is your gaze is going to gracefully drift down to his mouth, okay? You heard it right, yes, the mouth. Just do it naturally, you know, keep it there subtly, lingering for no more than a second, and then you're gonna go to his other eye, right? And this intentional glance not only adds a touch of sensuality to the interaction, but also conveys a message of high interest. And to illustrate this, okay, who better than Marilyn Monroe? So check it out. Finally, remember that subtlety is key, okay? You want to increase his interest, but you don't want to make him feel scrutinized. So give the triangle method a try and see if it works for you. Now, we all know the power of a great compliment, but for guys, it can carry even more weight, okay? Maybe you don't know this, but on average, we men don't receive compliments as frequently as you ladies do, so your words can truly stand out. And the magic of a compliment is in how specific you can be with it, okay? So always try to avoid, you know, being generic and vague with your words. By offering compliments that go beyond the surface, you're showing him that you see and appreciate the individual qualities that make him who he is. It's a wonderful way to make a positive impact and leave a lasting impression. Therefore, to make your life easier, okay, I did a poll with the men that follow me to see what were the best compliments that they've ever received. And here are the top 5 winners, and use this as inspiration when you want to flirt with a guy. Number 1, most men I meet are quite insecure, but I can tell you know exactly what you want in life. Number 2, I like the sound of your voice. It's strong and gentle at the same time. Number 3, you have nice shoulders. I don't like men that have narrow shoulders. Number 4, you look like someone who knows how to make a woman feel safe by your side. And number 5, you're a great listener. That's so hard to find nowadays. And there you have it, beautiful 5 ways of flirting with a special guy. Now, let me tell you once again, because I read your comments, okay? Don't see this as homework, okay? Like, oh, now I have to learn how to flirt. You know, I don't know if I can do it, Ismail. I don't want to spend energy on this. Just see this as a new fun way to interact with men, especially the men that you're interested in. And always remember that these are skills, okay? And skills can always be learned. Thanks for, you know, coming to my channel and subscribing and leaving your wonderful comments. I'm always reading them, and I'm glad that you continue wanting to learn about love, relationships, and personal growth, because like I always say, for your relationships to change, you need to change. Have a beautiful day.